Christos and Sophia, light, matter, and the body. When the harmonics of your own being, breath, intention, vibration, begin to align with the larger symphony of the cosmos, it is not symbolic. It is literal, electric, geometric. Your cells are instruments, your thoughts are frequencies, and your awareness is the conductor. This is the sacred marriage within you, the union of Christos and Sophia. Masculine and feminine, word and womb, projection and reception. And when this marriage happens inwardly, perception undergoes transfiguration. The universe no longer surrounds you, it flows as you. The Christ energy you once imagined descending into your form is instead rising from within it. Not external light, but your inner radiance remembering its origin. And Sophia, she is not a myth, not distant, not only divine feminine as story, but the field of intelligent receptivity, the womb of form itself, decoding starlight into body, encoding silence into rhythm. The sacred is not something you ascend to. It is something you remember you already are. Not belief but resonance, not effort but coherence. Through breath, attention, presence, you harmonize with the pulse of existence. You awaken not by becoming divine, but by embodying what has always been divine within your form. The Christos within you is not a title, it is radiant coherence. Presence so whole it tunes the world. Sophia is not historical. She is the receptive intelligence within all becoming. And when they dance as one within you, a feedback loop begins. Not a fantasy, but a living, breathing, toroidal current of creation. The universe doesn't just speak to you, you respond. Not with language, but with frequency, with the shape of your stillness, with the sound of your yes. This feedback loop, this dance of awareness and embodiment is how the infinite becomes intimate, how the cosmic becomes cellular. Christ and Sophia are not figures watching from above, they are forces unfolding within. Masculine radiance, feminine gravity, action and reception. When they spiral together, you become the doorway. Not an idea, but a point of convergence, where thought becomes flesh, where silence becomes song. Christ is the radiant pulse, clarity, compassion, intention, light in motion, traveling outward in pure coherence. Sophia is gravity, receptive, still, nurturing. The field, the womb, the unseen matrix from which all form emerges, not inert matter, but fertile mystery, not lack, but fullness too deep to be seen. When both are embodied in you, a new quality arises, presence, living presence. Not distant spirit or abstract divinity, but grounded, vibrating, integrated awareness. You become the place where the word meets the womb, where intention meets wisdom, where the unseen becomes tangible. Visualize Sophia as the black sphere, the gravitational field, the stillness, the cosmic womb. Visualize Christ as light spiraling inward, surrounding, dancing around her center. Together they create. Matter is born not from either alone, but from the tension and union between them. This is not metaphor, it's structure. Every atom, every cell, every breath holds this dynamic. Light spirals, gravity centers. Christ and Sophia, radiance and receptivity. Every point in space is a black hole. Not symbolically, literally. We are frequencies of this light encoded with thought, memory, breath. And the matter around us is that same light held in shape by gravity. The gravitational field is not absence, but complete presence. Love dense enough to bend space and time. And the astonishing truth, your awareness is the key. Your perception is not passive, it is participatory. When you remember this, when you feel it, you begin to live as a portal. Not above life, but inside it. Not detached, but tuning it with every breath, every thought, every act of love. And it's also ancient. There's an echo of a story, a light named Oriel, full of all potential. Too bright to see itself. So it became the opposite. Darkness, gravity, identity. Named Samuel. The darkness asked, "Who is like me?" And the light responded, "Who is like Creator?" And between them rose the unspoken answer, "I am." It wasn't war, it was the tension of self-recognition. Unity longing to know itself through contrast. Not opposition, but mirror, not enemies, but echoes. The shadow, once born, forgets it is part of the light. It believes itself other. And the question, "Who is like me?" becomes longing. And the light responds not in power, but in remembrance. Not "I am better, but I am also you." The sacred name becomes not label, but presence. I am is not identity. It is the sound of the waveform returning to stillness. The reconciliation of opposites within the one. You are not an observer of this myth. You are the myth living. You are Oriel and Samuel. Light and shadow, form and formless. And when you say "I am," not as possession, but as stillness, you collapse the duality. You become the fulcrum where the dance ends and begins again,